In this lecture we'll talk about the structure of the great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin. Actually, the poem consists of 1669 stanzas. Each stanza consists of 4 lines, and each line consists of 16 syllables. And the structure of the 16 syllables in each line could be either 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, or 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. Actually, it is the structure. It is according to a special poetic form that is called shairi. And there are 2 types of shairi. We have Magali shairi. In Magali shairi, the line is broken into 4 segments. 1, 2, 3, 4, and each segment consists of 4 syllables. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and we have a break or comma after the second segment. Okay, and whenever the stanza is if the stanza is in a fast pace, then the structure of the 16 syllables is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on 2 syllables on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. And the second type of shairi is the Bali shairi or Lo shairi. Here the 16 lines, the 16 syllables in each line is broken into 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first segment consists of 5 syllables, the second segment consists of 3 syllables, then the third segment consists of 5 syllables, and the fourth segment consists of 3 syllables. So it is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and we have a comma or a break after the second segment here. And the great poet Shlomo Staveli used the Bali shairi when the pace of the plot is slow. For example, if the poet quotes the things of someone, then that thing happened at a certain moment of time, and therefore the pace of the plot is slow, and therefore the structure of the stanza, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line of the stanza will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming will be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. While if you're talking about fast pace is when the stanza talks about things that happened during a long period of time, then the pace of the plot is fast, and when the pace of the plot is fast, then the structure of the 16 syllables will be Magali shairi or I shairi. That is to say, in each line the structure of the 16 syllables will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. That is to say, each line that consists of 16 syllables is broken into 4 segments, 1, 2, 3, 4, and each segment consists of 4 syllables. It is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and we have a comma or a break after the second segment. Okay. While if the pace of the plot is slow, then the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3 with a break after the second segment here. Okay, so I will give you an example of a fast pace and a slow pace, and we will clarify those things according to the example. We have here stanza number 802. It is in chapter 11 from the poem. That is the testament of Tandil to King Ostevan when he stole away. The poet quotes the things that of Tandil, that is actually the commander of the Arab armies, told to King Ostevan, the king of Arabia, before he got to the journey to meet his friend Tariel. Okay, so I read the stanza, then in the English translation, then I read it in the original translation, in the original language, the Georgian language, and we analyze the stanza. Actually, in stanza 802, Tandil tells King Ostevan that if something bad will happen to me during my journey to India to meet my friend Tariel, and I will die and no one can find my body, then at least have a pity on me and mention my name in a good manner. Say on me, about me, good things. Okay, so here stanza 802, to the translation to English, is as follows: If fate, the destroyer of all, destroy me, an orphan I shall die, traveling unmourned my parent, nor will those who brought me up, nor the friend whom I trust enshroud me, then indeed will you, merciful, tender heart, have pity on me. Okay. Now I read the stanza in the original language, and we analyze the stanza. So, stanza 802 is as follows: Tursat ut Roman Damanchos, Ovelta Damam Hobelman, Garibi Mok de Garibat, Verdami Tiros Mshobelman, Verar Shem Sudron Dazdilta, Daversa Misan Dobelman, Numshe Mitzralos Tquenmanwe, Pulman Motzralem Lobelman. So here, the first two words in line number 1 of stanza 802 are two such ut Roman. Two consists of one syllable. Sa ut Roman consists of 4 syllables. So in total, the first two words consist of 5 syllables. Then the third word of line number 1 is da mam chos. It consists of 3 syllables. Then we have o velta da mam. O velta consists of 3 syllables, and damam consists of 2 syllables. In total is 5 syllables, so it is 5 plus 3 plus 5. And finally we have Obelman. Obelman consists of 3 syllables. So in conclusion, you can say that the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 1 of stanza 802 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in line number 1. The last word in line number 1 is Damam Hobelman. The word Damam Hobelman consists of 5 syllables, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of this word, Damam Hobelman, that is to say Obelman. Then we have Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Okay? And actually, I forgot to mention that the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. Here the last word of line number 1 is Damam Hobelman, and he repeats on Obelman. Obelman consists of 7 letters. So it is, here we have O, B, A, L, M, A, and N, and the repetition here also is on the same letters, Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Okay. Then in line number 2 we have Gharibi, consists of 3 syllables. Mawqde consists of 2 syllables. So in total, the first 2 words of line number 2 consist of 5 syllables. Then line word number 3 is Ra, Re, Bat. It consists of 3 syllables. Then we have the 2 words where Namitiros. Where consists of 1 syllable. Damitiros consists of 4 syllables. In total, those 2 words consist of 5 syllables. And the last word is Shobelman, that consists of 3 syllables. Obelman. So, in conclusion, you can say that in line number 2, the structure of the 16 syllables is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. That is to say, it is in the Bali Shairi, slow pace, and the repetition is on the and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word, that is Shobelman. So the rhyming is on Obelman. It is the last 3 syllables, Obelman. So it is Obelman, 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 and Obelman. And here, as I already mentioned before, the poet repeats on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. The last word in line number 1 is Damam Hobelman, and the repetition is on Obelman. Obelman consists of 7 letters: O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Here also we have Obelman, Obelman, and Obelman. Okay. Then in line number 3 of stanza 802 we have Verar Shem Sudron. Verar consists of 2 syllables. Shem Sudron consists of 3 syllables. In total, the first 2 words of line number 3 consists of 5 syllables. Then the third word of line number 4 is Daz Din Ta. Daz Din Ta consists of 3 syllables. Then we have the words Daversa Bisant. Dal consists of one syllable, Verzal consists of two syllables, and Misand consists of two syllables. So it is 1 plus 2 plus 2, it is 5. And finally we have Obelman. This consists of three syllables, so the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 3 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last three syllables of the last word. The last word is Misandobelman, and the rhyming is on Obelman. That is the last three syllables of this last word, Misandobelman, and the repetition is on the last 7 letters of the last word, Misandobelman. That is to say, O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Okay, then we have line number 4 of stanza 802, Moon Shemitz Alos. Moon consists of one syllable, Shemitz Alos consists of four syllables. In total, the first two words of line number 4 consist of 5 syllables. Then we have the third word of line number 4 is Quen Man Ve. This word consists of 3 syllables. Then the next two words are Pulman Motzalem. Pulman consists of 2 syllables, and Motzalem consists of 3 syllables, so in total it consists of 5 syllables. And then we have Obelman that consists of 3 syllables. So the structure of the 16 syllables from line number 4 is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. And the repetition is on the last 3 syllables of the last word. The last word is very long word. Motzale Lobelman. The repetition is on the last 3 syllables, that is to say, Obelman. And the last 3 syllables of this last word, Motzale Lobelman. Again, the repetition is on the last 7 letters of this last word, Motzale Lobelman, that is to say, O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. So, in conclusion, you can say that the stanza 802 is, according to the Bali Shairi, it is in a slow pace, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3. The rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line, that is to say, Obelman, 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 and Obelman. And the repetition is on the last 3 letters, of the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. And the letters are O, B, A, L, M, A, and N. Okay? I repeat again that in stanza 802, we have the quoting of the things that Atandil told to King Gostevan. Whenever you have a quoting, it is always must be in a slow pace. The pace of the plot is slow, and therefore the structure of the 16 syllables in each line must be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming must be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line, that is to say, Obelman, 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 and Obelman. And the repetition is, the rule is that the poet repeats at least on the last 3 letters of the last word in each line. At least on the last 3 letters. Here, the repetition is on the last 7 letters of the last word in each line. Okay? So we finished with stanza 802. Then we have stanza 791. Stanza 791 is an aphorism about love. Okay? What is aphorism? Aphorism, it is something to say it shortly, something that is a rule or something that is wise, that you say it in a short manner. Okay, so stanza 781 is aphorism about love, and usually, in general, we can say that whenever you have aphorism in the poem, actually we have more than 200 aphorism in this case poem, and whenever you have aphorism in the poem, it usually will be in the fast pace, and therefore the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming will be on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. So I will read the stanza in the English translation, then I will read it in the original language, and we will analyze the stanza. So stanza 791 in the translation to English is as follows: Thou hast read how the apostles write of love, how they speak of it, how they praise it. Know thou it, and harmonize thy knowledge. Love exalted us. This is, as it were, the tinkling burden of their song. If thou conceive not this, how can I convince ignorant men? Okay. So now we read the stanza in the original language, and we'll analyze the stanza. So stanza 791 in the original English is as follows: Sagi kitchaps sikwarulsa mochikulni ragwar teren vititkuyan vitakeben san snobani miaperen sikwaruli agwa maglebs vitejwani amasveren shenarjer har usavlel likatsni vitsa shevajeren. So in the line number 1 of stanza 791, the first word is tsa gi kitchaps. It consists of 4 syllables. Then the second word of line number 1 of stanza 791 is si wa rul sa. It consists of 4 syllables. Then the third word of line number 1 is mo si kul ni. It consists of 4 syllables. And finally, the last 2 words of line number 1 of stanza 791 is ragwar, consists of 2 syllables. Tseren consists also of 2 syllables. So, in conclusion, we can say that the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 1 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables of the last word in each line. The last word of line number 1 is tseren. And the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is to say, eren. The last word of line number 2 is mi-a-peren. Mi-a-peren consists of 4 syllables, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is to say, eren. So it is eren, 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 and eren. The last word of line number 3 of stanza 791 is re-ren. And the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is to say, eren. And finally, the last word of line number 4 of stanza 791 is she-va-je-ren. It consists of 4 syllables, and the rhyming is on the last 2 syllables, that is to say, eren. So the repetition is on the last 4 letters of the last word in each line. Eren, 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 and eren. Eren consists of 4 letters: A, R, A, and N. Okay, then in line number 1 of stanza 791, the first two words are vit, it, rian. Vit consists of one syllable, it, rian consists of three syllables. In total, the first two words consist of four syllables. Then we have vit, ejwani. The next two words, vit consists of one syllable, ejwani. No, actually it is vit akeben. Vit consists of one syllable and akeben consists of three syllables. In total, those two words, vit akeben, consist of four syllables. Then we have Tsan, Snobani. Tsan consists of one syllable. Snobani consists of three syllables. In total, those two words, Tsan, Snobani, consist of four syllables. And finally, the last word of line number 2 of stanza 791 is Mi A Peren. It consists of four syllables. So, in conclusion, we can say that the structure of the 16 syllables of line number 2 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word in each line. The last word of line number 2 is mi aperen. It consists of two syllables, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables, that is to say eren. And the repetition is on the last four letters of the last word of line number 2. Mi aperen, that is the last word of line number 2, and the repetition is on letters A, R, and A and N, the last four letters of line number 2, of the last word of line number 2. Then we have line number 3. The first word is sir, va, ru, li. It consists of four syllables. The second word of line number 3 of stanza 791 is ag, ma, mar, lebs. It consists of four syllables. Then the next two words is vit, ejwani. Vit consists of one syllable, ejwani consists of four syllables. In total, those two words, vit, ejwani, consist of four syllables. And finally, the last two words of line number 3 is amas, jreren. Amas consists of two syllables, and jreren also consists of two syllables. So in conclusion, we can say that line number 3, the 16 syllables are divided to four segments, that is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. The rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word in line number 3. The last word is jreren, and the rhyming is on the last two syllables, that is to say eren. And the repetition is on the last four letters of the last word, that is jreren, and the letters are A, R, A and N. Then we have line number 4. We have shen, ar, jerhar. The first four words, each word consists of one syllable, so in total it is four syllables. Then the fifth word of line number 4 of stanza 791 is us, tzav, lel, ni. It consists of four syllables. And then we have katsni, vidmtsa. Katsni consists of two syllables, and vidmtsa consists also of two syllables. In total, it consists of four syllables. And finally, we have the last word of line number 4 is sheva jeren. Sheva jeren consists of four syllables. So, in conclusion, you can say that the structure of the 16 syllables in line number 4 of stanza 791 is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. And the rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word. The last word is sheva jeren, and the rhyming is on eren. And the repetition is on the last four letters of the last word, that is to say sheva jeren. The four letters, the last four letters are A, R, A and N. So in conclusion, you can say that stanza 791, that is aphorism about love, the structure is according to the Marali Shairi or I Shairi. It is in a fast pace. The structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. The rhyming is on the last two syllables of the last word in each line. That is to say, Eren, 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 and Eren. And the repetition is on the last four letters of the last word in each line. Again, the last word in line number 1 is Eren, and the repetition is on A, R, A, and N. The last word of line number 2 is Mia per N. The repetition is on the last four letters, that is A, R, A, and N. The last word of line number 3 is Ren, and the repetition is on letters A, R, A, and N. And finally, the last word of line number 4 is Shevajeren, and the repetition is on the letters A, R, A, and N. Okay, so we finished with stanza 791. In the next step, we will analyze stanza number 2. This great poem, The Night in the Panther Skin, has the prologue and epilogue. So stanza number 2 is part of the prologue, and because of the fact that the prologue is something that is not, you don't have, it is not part of the story, so it you don't have to write prologue and epilogue in the poem, and for that reason it is it must be in the Bali Shairi. And for that reason, that is to say, the structure of the 16 syllables in each line will be 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming will be on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. In stanza number 2, that is actually prologue, the poet praises God that created the universe. He asks from God to shield him from the Satan, and he asks also from God that God will give him the longing of lovers lasting unto death, and he should lighten the sins that he must bear with him. So I will read the stanza in the English translation, then I will read it in the Georgian language, the original language, and we'll see on how many letters the poet repeats this stanza, stanza number 2. So stanza number 2, to the translation to English, is as follows. O one God, thou didst create the face of every form. Shield me, give me mastery to trample on Satan. Give me the longing of lovers lasting even unto death. Lightening of the burden of sins I must bear thither with me. Okay? So, as I already mentioned before, because of the fact that stanza number 2 is part of the prologue, and the prologue is something that you don't have to write in the poem, it is addition to the poem. For that reason, it is according to the Bali Shairi, it is in a slow pace, that is to say, here the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. That is to say, Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. So I read the stanza in the Georgian language, and then we'll see on how many letters the poet repeats on this stanza. Okay, so here the first line of stanza number 2 in the original language. Ei gmerto erto, shen chekmen sache qobli satanisa, shen dami pare, tzleva metz dat kulmat mesatanisa, moments mijorta survili, sik didme la satanisa, sodvata shesubukeba, montana za satanisa. So here we will not analyze the stanza, but we will also only see on how many letters the poet repeats on stanza number 2. So as you mentioned before, here the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the repetition of the last is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line. The last word of line number 1 is Tanisa. The poet repeats on all this word, Tanisa. The last word of line number 2 is Satanisa. The word Satanisa consists of 4 syllables, and the repetition is on the last 3 syllables, that is to say Tanisa. Then the last word of line number 3 is Gasatanisa. The word Gasatanisa consists of 5 syllables, and the repetition is on the last 3 syllables, that is to say Tanisa. And finally, the last word of line number 4 is Satanisa. The word Satanisa consists also of 5 syllables, and the repetition is on the last 3 syllables of this word Satanisa, that is to say Tanisa. Tanisa consists of 3 syllables, of course. So we see now on how many letters the poet repeats on this stanza number 2. The last word of line number 1 is Tanisa. The word Tanisa consists of 6 letters: T, A, N, E, S, and A. While in line number 2, the last word is Satanisa. The word Satanisa consists of 8 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 words, Tanisa, that is to say T, A, N, E, S, and A. Then we have the last word of line number 3 is Gasatanisa. This word consists of 10 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters of this word, that is Tanisa. Tanisa consists of the letters T, A, N, E, S, and A. And finally, we have the last word of line number 4 is Satanisa. It also consists of 10 letters, and the repetition is on the last 6 letters of this word, that is to say Tanisa consists of the letters T, A, N, E, S, and A. Okay, so in conclusion, you can say that in stanza number 2, the poet repeats on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. And the letters are as follows: T, A, N, E, S, and A. And as I mentioned before, it is according to the Dictionary, it is in a slow pace, and the structure of the 16 syllables in each line is 5 plus 3 plus 5 plus 3, and the repetition is on the last 3, and the rhyming is on the last 3 syllables of the last word in each line, that is to say Tanisa, 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 and Tanisa. And the repetition is on the last 6 letters of the last word in each line. Okay, so actually, in order to combine all these characteristics in one poem, you must be super genius to do it. And actually, the great poet Shota Rustaveli succeeded to do it, and we can enjoy from this red poem that is actually a masterpiece. Okay, thank you very much.